Even as a little kid, the only time I was impressed with Sonic 1 was when... What? Oh, what just happened? Oh, man. Link Fortress Zone. The only time I was impressed with Sonic 1 was when it was new. Sonic 2 wasn't out yet. Oh, cool. That's right. The plane got shot down. That's really cool.
Number 4. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, released for the Sega Genesis in 1994. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a platforming game developed by Sega Technical Institute. It follows Sonic as he attempts to stop Dr. Robotnik from stealing the Chaos Emeralds to power the Death Egg, his space station. Like the first Sonic the Hedgehog released in 1991, Sonic blasts through side-scrolling levels at high speeds while collecting rings, battling bosses, and avoiding hazards. This title introduced Sonic's popular sidekick, Miles Tails Prower. This iteration of Sonic features faster gameplay, larger levels, a multiplayer mode, and special stages featuring pre-rendered 3D graphics. Sonic has a new ability in Sonic 2. By crouching and holding the jump button, Sonic can tuck himself into this ball and he begins to spin and spin and spin with great speed. If you release the button, Sonic blasts forward, dealing damage to enemies in his way and possessing impressive momentum from a dead stop.
And Joey said, I don't really play the games, but I love the franchise. Yeah, so then you'd be familiar.
This ability alone was a big deal for me and was one of the many reasons why I always preferred Sonic 2 over Sonic 1 when I was a little guy. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 played a major role in keeping Sega competitive with Nintendo during the console wars of the early 1990s, and it still receives acclaim even today, often cited as one of the greatest video games of all time as well as one of the very best Sonic games. I rank this game towards the very top of my list for two main reasons. Number 1, I beat this game hundreds of times as a kid, and I still loved playing it as a grown man in my late 30s. It's just fun. And number 2, the stream chat was popping off while I played Sonic 2, and I was joking around with other people, and it made this game even better to play. It was really fun to interact with the chat while playing it. This game has many memorable boss fights against Dr. Robotnik and his various robots and forms.
That's it. Hit by that. Stalactites are gonna hurt you if you get hit by that. Let's be careful here.
The final sequences were really memorable and excellent, such as flying towards the Death Egg with Tails piloting this tiny little plane, battling Metal Sonic and trying to escape the Death Egg before it exploded were also really cool sequences. This was my favorite platforming game title from last year. It's colorful, controls great, it's appropriately challenging, and it was well worth my time.
That's it. Did we do it, or is there more? Oh, I think that must be it. We just ran off the space station explodes. Tails comes and saves you. I dig it. That is a nice sequence. Yeah, there are definitely some cool sequences in this game. I like when you go to that airship initially with Tails. I think it's a cool sequence. Look at that.